First question, what issues inspired you to run and how do you plan to tackle them?
The issues that inspired me to run, Chip, is about a year ago, I went through the AISD Lead program. And it was about a 9-month program, and we got to tour a lot of the elementary schools and got to talk to some of the administrators and students. And that really inspired me more than anything to consider a run. Made that decision, I would say, probably about a month ago to really firm it up. And as far as the issues, to me, it's very simple. It's all about our students. It's all about the math skills that they need. It's all about the reading skills that they need, and really improvement upon those two items. To take your students and make them a successful part of the community by either getting them ready for college or getting them ready for a trade. A trade, what I mean by that is, electrician, a plumber, a welder, diesel mechanic, get your CDL. There are a lot of kids out there who college isn't for them, and college has become really expensive. You look at what AC is doing in the Thrive program, amen to that. That is an awesome program in which students can come here to Amarillo College and basically get tuition and books free. And that gets them rolling to whether they can get an associate's degree or whether they can continue on at a 4-year college.
Okay. Second question, what do you think is the greatest challenge facing the district?
The greatest challenge, Chip, in my opinion, that would be getting the camaraderie. I would say get the camaraderie together amongst the teachers, amongst the parents, amongst the administrators. I feel like right now that the leadership really hadn't been where it's supposed to be. And we need to work on that. We need to work on the budget. AISD gets 57% of its budget from the state and another 38% from the taxpayers. And with AISD, they're experiencing a decline in students. A lot of the students are headed to Bushland. A lot of the students are headed to Canyon. So there's a reason behind that. And we need to really emphasize and improve upon the education at AISD to where we don't lose those students, to where our goal is to get them out, get them into a successful job, again, whether it's through college, whether it's through AC, whether it's through a trade. That's what we need to be working on.
And final question. In the year since Parkland, there's been a school shooting on average every 12 days. What security concerns do you have in Amarillo, and what's your position on arming school employees?
That is an issue. It's really become a national issue. Knock on wood, we have not experienced that in Amarillo, and really more or less in the Panhandle, so to speak. I don't ever wish that upon anybody. We need to have really good security going into our schools. There have been expenses incurred, which I believe are really good expenses, as far as entrance into the schools. That has been emphasized by the school, and I really, really agree on that. As far as arming teachers, I'm a little mixed on that. I feel like it would be better maybe to have a officer on call or an off-duty officer at the site. That does become expensive, but it could be a expense that is well worth it.